Hey guys, Yankee here, and today I want to be doing a video on 10 manga that I would like to see licensed in 2020. I did a video like this last year on 10 manga I'd like to see licensed in 2019. None of them got licensed, but I'm not going to be reusing any of those manga in this video. This is 10 completely different manga. I'll put a link to that video to last year's video in the description. I also did a video on 5 light novels that I'd like to see licensed in 2020. I'll put a link to that in the description as well as there will be links to the manga updates page on all the series I talk about here. So first up is Megami-ryou no Ryoubo-kun. This is a manga about a 12-year-old boy who, after his house burns down, he is abandoned by his father, and then a college girl picks him up, brings him to the dorm she lives in, and then he becomes the sort of dorm mother. Not sort of, he becomes the dorm mother there, doing chores and stuff. This is sort of so far from the 4 fan translated chapters that I've read, this is sort of a standard ecchi harem manga, but there's seeds there. That there could be more here. They live in the dorm they live in is called the Goddess Dorm. All the girls that live there are named after goddesses, and there's even a scene in one of the chapters where one of the characters at night is looking up at the moon, and you can see sort of like bunny ears. They're not really there, but they're sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. They're like transparent, kind of. And so there's like seeds there that they might be actual goddesses, which has me interested. And even if it does turn out to just be sort of a ecchi harem manga, I like those. So even then, I would still probably read this and enjoy it. The next one is Reemashita Iruma-kun. I'm going to apologize for all my pronunciations. I'm not very good at pronouncing Japanese stuff. I'm going to try my best. Iruma-kun, another boy who is abandoned by his parents, except in this one he is sold to a demon, and then he becomes that demon's grandson. This is a fun one. There's an anime going right now, which is why I think that this one might have a chance of getting picked up. I said that, I think, a few times in last year's video too, and not a single one of them got picked up. But this is an enjoyable series. I've read what's fan translated. I don't know. It's fun. There's some parts where it feels like it might end up becoming like a battle manga, which I'd probably still read it and enjoy it. I prefer sort of the silly school stuff that's happening right now, but it's still enjoyable, and I want to read more of it. Next up is Yankee Shota to Otaku One-san. This is a manga about a woman who lives next door to a boy who has a crush on her, and she doesn't really know. This is a weird one because it's Crunchyroll is translating the chapters and releasing them on their website, but I don't pay for Crunchyroll because it's terrible. So I'd like to see this maybe picked up by an actual publisher and get like a physical release. Because I read some of the chapters that were fan translated, and it was kind of cute. It's just a kid. I don't know, a kid with a crush on an older girl, and she's just sort of terrified of him. It's silly, and I don't know. I like silly stuff like that. Next up is Angel Densetsu. This is an old one, and the chances of it actually getting licensed are pretty much 0, but I'm putting it on here anyway because I like it, and I still would like to see it get licensed. This is sort of a delinquent manga. The premise of it is the main character, whose name escapes me, is not very good looking. In fact, he's terrifying, and everyone is afraid of him. And through sort of misunderstandings, he becomes feared and begins to lead like a group of delinquents. It's silly. and I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that and that. Next up is Oka. Oh boy, here we go. Oka Nigosu. It has an English title. What's it called? It's like a bad boy drinks tea, I think. This is about a delinquent who is trying to sort of become a better person, and so he joins a ceremonial tea drinking club at his school. This is by the same creator as Kyokara Oriwa, which I love, is one of my favorites. This one's probably also one of my favorites. I like this one a lot. But yeah, if you read Kyokara Oriwa or this, well, if you read this, you obviously know what it's about. If you read Kyokara Oriwa, it's sort of like that, where it's a mix of comedy with some fights. It's not nearly as long as Kyokara Oriwa. This one's only, I think, 11 or 9 volumes. But it's still a lot of fun. I think if you like anything else this mangaka has done, you'll enjoy this one. Next one is Sumire 16 Sai. This is a just sort of slice of life series about a girl who goes to a school and makes friends and helps them with their problems and stuff. Fun manga. One I really enjoy. There's not really too much to say about it. Like, it's sort of your standard, I don't know, school comedy, I guess. Troubled kids, funny times, some serious times. It's been a while since I've read this, so I don't remember everything exactly. But yeah, this one's also one of my favorites. Next up is, oh boy, this one's got a long title. I'm just going to say the short version. Minpo Kaisei. This is a manga that doesn't have a translation at all anywhere. This is a harem manga where in current day Japan, you're allowed to have 3 wives, which I'm into because I like harems with harem endings. But also the creator of this, he made Saber Marionette J, what was it, Mouse, Sorcerer Hunters. So you got like a pretty prominent guy who worked on this. And I don't know, it seems neat. I don't have much to say on this one because I don't really know anything about it other than it exists, what it's about, and who made it. I haven't read any of it for myself, obviously. But it seems like something I would like, and I would like it to be licensed in 2020. Next one is Sunohara So no Kanrinin-san. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that one. This one, I watched the anime a couple years ago. I don't even remember. I was going to put it on my list last year, but I decided, oh no, I'll put something else here. And it's a good thing I didn't, because that one also didn't get licensed in 2019. It definitely won't get licensed in 2020, but I like the anime, and I would like to own this one. It's sort of similar to Megami-ryou no Ryoubo-kun, except the boy that goes to live at the dorm isn't the caretaker of it. I don't know. It's just like it was a fun little manga I liked, and I'd like to see more of it. I'd like to read any of it. I don't know how caught up the fan translation is, but I haven't touched it. So I'd like an official translation of it. Next is, oh boy, Hoan Khan Evans no Uso. Sheriff Evans Lies is what this one is called. I'll just call it that. This one is one that I just read a few weeks ago, sort of on a whim. And it's fun. Evans is the sheriff of this town. He became the sheriff because he thought it would make him popular with women. And this is sort of his antics, I guess, where he's trying his best to get girls, but every time it seems that to sort of keep up his image, he can't. It's a lot of fun. The main character is a lot of fun. The actual main female character I like a lot too. This is just a really silly manga, and it's Shonen Sunday, which means it'll never get licensed because Viz doesn't. Their Shonen Sunday line is awful. I could make a whole video on how there's so much good stuff there that they just don't touch, but yeah, this is a fun manga, and I'd definitely like to have this released officially. Next up is Eguchi-kun wa Minogasanai. Minogasanai? Don't know. I'm trying my best. This is a ecchi manga. It's two manga. We'll start with this. That were published almost simultaneously. Like, one was published from 2013 to 2016. One was published from 2013 to 2019. For a total of like 5 volumes. And it's basically this kid who's just very good at seeing lewd things, but it doesn't actually get like all that bad. Like on the cover, you probably can't see it because my camera's awful and the way that I make these videos is terrible. But we got a woman with a white shirt on, and you can sort of see her bra underneath. That's about as bad as it gets. Like, I don't think there's a single nipple in the whole thing. Like, one of them, if I'm remembering right, was he just saw a little bit of cleavage, and that was the ecchi moment of the thing. I don't know. It was fun. It's short, 5 volumes. If you add both the manga together, it's not like particularly dirty or anything like that, but it was fun. And that's gonna be it. Those are my 10 manga that I'd like to see licensed in 2020. We'll see how good I do this year. I could see Iruma-kun getting licensed, and I think that might be it. I think the rest of them are just things that I like and want licensed, and not so much things that I think could get licensed, which I think is where the problem came in last year, where it's like, these are manga I like, instead of these are ones that I think could actually get picked up. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Next year, I'll make another one, and I'll update you on how well this year went. So I'll see you guys next time.